Many of you have probably seen this photo floating around the internet over the years, but the truth behind this photo is incredibly sad. So this photo here is titled Tragedy by the Sea, and it was taken in 1954. To be exact, the date was April 2nd of 1954, and this photo was taken in LA on Hermosa Beach. Now the man in the middle is named John Gaunt, and he was a photographer. He happened to have a beachfront home in the area, and on that morning he was there kind of just lounging, taking in the sun. Out of nowhere, he ends up hearing a neighbor shout, "Something's happening by the beach." Instinctively, he ends up grabbing for his camera and runs towards the beach area where all of the commotion was happening. And that's where he sees this couple here that were in clear distress, and their names were Mr. and Mrs. John McDonald. Now, at first, he didn't understand what exactly was going on. All he could really make out was that their body language was signaling that something was horribly wrong. Still not fully understanding the severity of the situation, he decided to take a photo of the couple about 200 feet away from them. It wasn't until a few moments after that that he learned the horrible truth about what had just happened. The couple was at the beach that morning with their 1-year-old son. His name was Michael, and he was playing on the shoreline with his parents not too far away from him. Out of nowhere, the tide became pretty aggressive, creating waves that were big enough to sweep away little Michael. And the photo that was taken of his parents was just literally moments after he had been taken into the sea. Although they did try to go after their son, there was nothing they could do. There was just no sign of him. It wasn't until later that day that Michael's little lifeless body was found on the beach about a mile away. But later that day, John did submit the photo to the LA Times, and the next morning it was the main story on their front page. And once the photo was published, it got so much attention that it actually ended up winning the Pulitzer Prize the following year in 1955. And although John was extremely grateful for the award, he would later go on to say that the photo was extremely difficult for him to take and even to look at afterwards because it reminded him of his 3-year-old daughter at the time.